it's your boy Sean and welcome to the show. And on today's episode we're going to talk about the Ford GT90. The GT90 was a mid-90s concept car for Ford. Here's a few of the numbers. It had a quad turbocharged 6-liter V12 that had over 700 horsepower. The most insane thing about this car is it had a top speed of 253 miles per hour, which would have made it the fastest car in the world, beating out the McLaren F1 by a couple of miles. This was a rear-wheel drive, mid-engine supercar, and from what I understand is the exhaust was so hot on this beast that it would damage the body. Can you imagine the exhaust being so hot that it basically melted the body away? It makes me wonder how loud this car really was. The GT90 is also the first car to display Ford's new edge design philosophy. First, let me say I do not hate the design philosophy of this car. You know that porcelain white on blue is not the most appealing design to me, but let me say that I'm just glad Ford went with the retro design for the modern classic Ford GT and the modern design for the current new Ford GT. I think that design of the GT90 is sort of dated, kind of that stealth fighter jet type design. You can see a little bit of that design in the Chrysler Me, and a little bit in the Bugatti. It's just something of that stealthy, only this car is white, so there's no stealth at all in that particular design. Kind of looks like the 90s trying to eat what they perceive the future to be, and it's kind of dated, unlike the modern Ford GTs. They're classic, timeless designs as far as I'm concerned, if you ask me. Now, I think the biggest thing that's kind of missed with this car and the modern GTs is the speed. I've kind of talked about this before, that I believe the Ford GT should be a hypercar, should be over 230 miles per hour. That's probably never gonna happen, or maybe in the future we might get that, but for now it's strictly a supercar. And that's all fine and good, but with the racing car heritage the GTs have, they really should be a step above everything else. This episode can't be finished without me going down that nostalgic road. Now, like a lot of you here, I discovered this car playing Need for Speed 2. And they used to make you jump through the ringer just to be able to get this car, and I'm pretty sure I just used the cheat. I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't gonna front on you, I ain't even gonna lie for a second. I'm pretty sure that the copy I bought is used, because you know how they do, had the code written in the booklet, so I put it in and boom, there you go. And unlocking that car is like getting Mewtwo in Pokemon. Once you get it, it's the only thing you're gonna use. You're gonna be the beast of the game. Nobody's gonna beat you. They're probably not even gonna want to play with you. Not like anybody could beat me anyways. But to me, that was probably the perfect introduction to what could have been the fastest car in the world and the fastest production Ford in the world. As a slight Ford fanboy, I think I would have been really excited for that, and would still be excited to see this beast on the road, which is probably never gonna happen. It's probably somewhere in some museum. I think it's only one that was ever built, you know, but stuff happens. Maybe one day Ford will have a appreciation day for this car and the other concepts they've created, and so you can put them out on display, have whoever it is bring them out for us all to see. Or maybe somebody in the video game industry would stick this car in a video game to give us all that chance to at least be able to drive it like we used to do back when we played those games as children. with that said, I want to bring this part of the video to a close. Tell me, what was your introduction to the Ford GT90, and what do you think about the car's design, power, speed, specs, all that different stuff? Did you like it? Did you love it? Do you love the Ford GT today more than this 90s version of the car, or do you like this car more than the modern Ford GTs? If that make any sense. I'm a little, out there right now. But if you made it to this part of the video, I just want you to know that I do appreciate you, and I got more content like this coming for ya, so please be ready. And with that said, if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you want to see what I got planned next, come see what I got planned next. I got a lot of stuff for this channel, and I really want you to be there with me. With that said, I'll catch you next time.